Hello everybody. I don't know if they were just on cam here or not, but there's two deer standing over here. I actually stopped in the road and snapped a picture of them, which I'll put up on our Facebook page. In fact, I've got a couple pictures from yesterday that Brenda took that I need to get on our Facebook page too. So hope to have a chance to get those up sometime here this afternoon. So welcome to a fall, not fall, it could be fall, but a spring-like day here in northern Michigan. The sun's trying to peek out. It's 40 degrees Fahrenheit. I looked it up. It's about 4.5 degrees Celsius. So you can see things are starting to melt here again. I think we're going to have a couple warm days ahead of us. So it's going to probably start looking a little bit messy today. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some food. We're down to our last couple of bags here. So I'm going to put that out, and then I'm going to make a trip to the feed store to get stocked up. And what I'm going to do today that I like to do from time to time too is read off the list of ingredients that's put out. I know mainly what you can see because of the color is the corn, but actually the corn is actually a very small percentage of what's going out this time of the year. So I'll be sharing that with you again, the ingredients as I put it out. So I will be right back. Well, actually, I'm going to have to shovel some of this stuff away before I put fresh down. Just go in the chat room there. And that's a lot of fun. Anybody can play. If you don't want to play, you can go in there and just watch. And watch other people play. That's kind of fun, too. And then trivia again on Sunday. And we do it at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. On Sunday, and that gives a chance for some of our viewers from other time zones, like Europe, for instance, a chance to join in on the fun. So watch for that. RJG is your host, and he'll be looking forward to seeing you tonight at 8 o'clock. Alright, I think that's about all I'm going to be able to get out of the ice right now. Okay, I want to share with you the ingredients that I put out here. I know a lot of you have heard of this before, but for some of the new folks that come in, I want them to see it. The stuff you see the most is the corn, but if you can see maybe up closer that there's actually a blend of many other things in this. There's pellets, there's alfalfa, there's oats, a lot of good nutrients. In fact, I pulled the tag off the bag. I'll read it to you. And all this stuff comes in fresh. This was all packed on December 8th of 2017. And what I'm putting out now is crude protein, crude fat, and crude fiber. And it includes oats, dried plain beet pulp pellets, dehydrated alfalfa pellets, sunflower seeds, molasses, apple flavoring, and corn. So I like to mention that because it looks like mainly what you can see on camera is just the corn because of the color. But it's very important for deer's digestive system to have these other ingredients. So I'll put this out first, and then I've got other stuff that I put out, which I'll tell you what's in that. A lot of good nutritious stuff to help them get through the winter. Okay, the next thing that I put out here is, it's called Neutrina. And let me show you what this is here. These are just strictly pellets, but they're a very highly nutritious pellet. And this stuff, obviously, it's much more expensive than corn, and not everybody can afford to put this out. So unfortunately, a lot of people just put corn out, which is not good, especially for the deer, for their digestive system, especially if they're already in starvation mode. They have a real hard time digesting it. But in this, there's actually quite a list of ingredients. I'll just kind of hit the top ones, the guaranteed analysis here. It's crude protein, lysine, crude fat, crude fiber, calcium, phosphorus, salt, there's a small amount of salt in it, copper, manganese, selenium, zinc, vitamin A, and vitamin E. All very important nutrients to keep them going. And there's a laundry list of all the other stuff, like B12 and all kinds of things in it too, which I won't read all that out, but it gives you an idea of how good this is for them. And everything eats it. The turkeys, I see the squirrels. I don't know if the birds eat. I haven't seen the birds eat that, but the deer, the possum, porcupine, all of them seem to know that they need that, and they eat it up every day. So, and I know that's kind of even hard to see now that it's on the ground, but that's something that goes out for them every day. Okay, and I put sunflower seeds out every day. I think everybody knows what sunflower seeds are. A big favorite of the birds, especially the chickadees. And I have just barely got enough left for today. So I have got to go to the feed store right after this, otherwise I will not have any to put out tomorrow. I found out about these different types of feed by reading online articles. If you just Google, wildlife biology, there's some great articles written by wildlife biologists all across the country, including climates exactly like this, that have done a lot of research into what's the best thing to feed the wildlife to get them through the winter. And why I mentioned Googling wildlife biology, I am not a wildlife biologist. I am certainly no expert whatsoever in this area, and I don't pretend to be one. So certainly, oh, there's a turkey standing right here. Guess they're hungry. Definitely don't take my word on this. Do your own research for your area to determine if you're going to feed the best way to do it. Because the last thing you want to do is spend a lot of money putting food out and finding out that you're actually making animals sick or worse. I know you guys want to come and eat, don't you? I'll be done here shortly. Got a couple of, we've got one tom and one hen kind of hanging out. Oh, I do see the rest of them. They're out in the woods too. These must be, they must have sent these two as scouts. Last thing that I just put out, probably can't tell, but that's just chunks of dry bread. Different varieties of bread. I found that the blue jays really like it, and so do some of the other wildlife, but you'll see blue jays out here like little jackhammers going through the dried pieces of bread. Okay, I will be leaving soon. You guys can all come in. The rest of them are slowly starting to make their way. They must have their timing down. They must know about how long I stay here. And also yesterday, too, some people, and I went back and looked at the archives, were saying how it was breaking up when I was here. Not sure exactly why. I talked to my internet service provider, and they recommended rebooting everything here occasionally. So when I'm done here today, I am going to reboot the router, the modem, and the camera, just to make sure that we're connected, at the optimum speed and bandwidth. So just so people know, the camera will be down for probably 3 or 4 minutes, however long it takes for everything to boot back up again. But I need to remember to do that from time to time to make sure everything's working well. Also, too, we talked about the chat room, especially tonight with trivia night. When you log in there, there's Rumble Talk, the chat room provider that we use, gives you a number of different ways to log in. You can use your Facebook account, you can use a Twitter account, or you can just have a Rumble Talk account, which actually once you do that, then you can go to various chat rooms that use Rumble Talk and use the same name and password. So if you don't want to use, a lot of people I've noticed have signed up with their Facebook, which is the easiest way. You just click on it and boom, the information's there. But when you do that, it also lets everybody else in the chat room know your Facebook page. So if you're not interested in sharing all that information when you sign up, don't sign up using your Twitter account or your Facebook page. Just go ahead and create a Rumble Talk account. You can, from that, pick your own username and password. They don't give you the option at this time to put your own picture in there, but if you send me a picture that you'd like to use, I would be happy to upload that for you. And then anytime you log into your Rumble Talk account, instead of being a little green or white person, you can actually be a picture of a flower or whatever you'd like. So, because somebody sent me an email that they just discovered that people can see their Facebook page, and that's because they signed up using that. So, if you've done that and you don't want to use that anymore, just when you're in the chat room, right underneath there's a little log out button, log out, and then I think if you click like in the area where you make comments, it brings up a little box of how do you want to log in. Do you want to log in with your Facebook, with your Twitter, or another option? Just click on the Rumble Talk option and go ahead and just open up a new account, and you can use that one. If you like using your Facebook page, that's great too. There's no problem with that whatsoever. I'm just trying to let everybody know, for privacy-wise, what your options are for that. Let's see. I've got, actually just a couple more things here. Last night, and I haven't had a chance to see it, I think somebody said, I don't know, was it between 10 and 11 or 11 and 12 our time, that they heard some strange noises, like some screeching or screaming or something. I haven't had a chance to go back and look at that, but I will when I look at it today, and I'll see if I can identify that for you, because, there are a lot of sounds you hear at night, and after a while I can tell, if it's a coyote or if it's an owl or, what it might be. So I'll look into that and then post what I find. I made myself a note here. Now I don't remember what it was. So I guess I'll have to think about that for tomorrow. All right, covered the food ingredients. Looks like all the feeders are full. Well, the two turkey scouts, I guess, have given up on me, and they've walked back to the rest of the pack back there. So I just want to take a quick look, make sure everything looks... Oh, see, this has got moving around. Looks like everything is good. All right, well, that's all I have for today. So I just want to thank everybody as usual. Thank you to the folks at Earth Cam for everything you guys do, and thanks to everybody else that comes in, especially into our Facebook pages. A lot of new people every day. Welcome to you. If you've just gotten started, feel free to do what you're doing. Usually when people come in, they'll post that they're new and where they're from and any questions they might have, so feel free to do that. There's always a lot of kind people that are more than happy to answer the questions for you that you may have. If you see something interesting on cam, snap those pictures. I've seen some pretty cool pictures the last few days that people have captured out here of the different wildlife. So that's always fun. So if you see that, feel free to post those on our Facebook page. And in order to find that, just do a search for Snowman Cam in your Facebook page, and it'll bring up our two accounts, our Facebook page and our Facebook fans group. So we'd love to have you join us, so feel free to do that. I think that pretty much covers it. I think if there's anything else, Richard usually gives me a few things to share with you. I think I've covered it. If I haven't, I will be back tomorrow, as you know. So thank you to everybody. As always, I hope wherever you're watching from that you're safe and warm and healthy and comfortable and well fed. And with your continued help, I'll make sure I'm here every day too to put food out. So just as a last minute reminder, I'm going to go in right now and reboot everything. So no need to worry. You're probably going to get some sort of an error message or something that comes up on your screen that says the cam is temporarily down, or maybe that picture will pop up from Halloween. I'm not sure what will come up, but just give it a few minutes and just refresh your browser, and we'll come back up and be back in business. So everybody take care, have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow.